All right, let's get right into this. So, with the 76ers expected to make hella moves this offseason, whether it be signing players through free agency or trading for players, I just think that there were a few players that was on the team last year who the Sixers need to bring back for chemistry and for continuity purposes. But before we get into this video, please make sure you hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into this. So, my first honorable mention, I only have one honorable mention, and that player is Cameron Payne. Now, one thing I love about Cameron Payne is when he comes off the bench, he pushes the pace. The Sixers are able to score easily in transition. They're able to get easy shots. He's able to find guys wide open in the corners, wide open on the floor. And when he's open himself, he's able to shoot the ball and knock it down. Now, the only thing I don't love about Cameron Payne's game is his jump shot is not as pretty as some of the other players, but the only thing that matters is if the jump shot is going in. And as long as it's going in, that's all I care about. Pause if necessary. So I definitely think the Sixers need to bring back Cameron Payne. Now, I'm not opposed to, a Tyus Jones or a TJ McConnell move. Shout out to TJ McConnell. He's a former Sixer player. But if they're able to bring those caliber backup point guards and let go Cameron Payne, I'm fine with it. But I definitely think Cameron Payne needs to come back for the Sixer team next year. And that's my honorable mention. But number one on this list is none other than Tyrese Maxey. I mean, is this shouldn't even be a question for anybody. Now, Maxey is not on the books for next year. He's expected to sign with the Sixers. Yeah, that's the expectation. But he could just go sign an offer sheet with any other team, and the Sixers would have to match it. If they don't match it, he can just walk for free in free agency. But I just think the Sixers definitely need to bring back Tyrese Maxey because he's the best second option to Embiid. He's probably the best guard. He is not probably. He is the best guard on this team, and the best second option to Embiid, the best guard. One of the best shooters on the floor. He's also as fast. I mean, he helps this team, especially in transition. And the team plays with a lot of pace when Maxey's on the floor. And Maxey was one of the reasons why the Sixers were one of the best transition teams in the regular season last season. So the Sixers definitely need to bring it back. Now, Maxey averaged about 26 points per game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds last year. And he made the All-Star team, and he was the most improved player. So shout out to Tyrese Maxey for such a successful fourth season last year. So the Sixers definitely need to bring back Tyrese Maxey. And there's no question, if the Sixers fail to bring back Maxey next year, the city will not like that at all. So shout out to Maxey. Hopefully he signs with the Sixers for next season. So that's number one on my list. Now, number two, the Sixers definitely need to bring back Kelly Oubre. Now, Kelly Oubre is not the most talented player on the floor. He's not the most skillful player on the floor. He's not the most flashiest player on the floor. But one thing that you cannot question when he's on the floor is you can't question his effort. He plays with a ton of energy. He plays with a lot of effort. He hustles. He guards one through four. He can guard 1 through 4. The only thing that you worry about when Kelly Oubre is on the floor is his passing ability sometimes, and sometimes he's not as an efficient as a 3-point shooter. Now he shot 35% last year. I think 35 or 36%, which is not the best, but it's not that bad either. I think he can definitely improve on his 3-point shot. He can definitely improve on his jump shot. But I mean, his ability to generate rim pressure and his ability to find guys in transition as well. He's also a fast player, not as fast as Maxey and Cameron Payne, but he is in his own right. He's a fast player himself. But his ability to drive to the basket, sometimes find open guys from the 3-point line, and I think that's something that the Sixers definitely need, along with his intensity on the defensive side of the floor. Now, in the postseason, he was guarding. He was doing a solid job on Jalen Brunson. He had Jalen Brunson in a straitjacket those first 2 games. Jalen Brunson was atrocious from the field. But I said to myself, at some point, Brunson was definitely going to break loose, and Kelly Oubre is not going to be as effective on him defensively. And rightfully so, Jalen Brunson did break loose. But I mean, Kelly Oubre was a good defender in his own right. Those first 2 games, he definitely made his mark, and he stepped up huge for the Sixers offensively as well. When somebody decided not to step up, I'm not going to say his name, but shout out to Kelly Oubre. Hopefully, the Sixers can offer him the mid-level exception, and hopefully, he does return to the Sixer team for the 24-25 season. Now, the last player on my list, I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me, but I would say DeAnthony Melton. Now, DeAnthony Melton was the starting two guard on the team to start the season, but he dealt with some injuries, so he was in and out the lineup midway through the season. He returned. He played about 4 or 5 games, and then he got hurt again, and he missed a lot of games. Now, he was available to return for the playoffs, but Nick Nurse decided not to play him. So, but he was ready to go for the postseason, but Nick Nurse just decided not to play him. But reasons why I think the Sixers need to bring back Anthony Melton is because DeAnthony Melton is I mean, he's in his own right. He's one of the best. He was one of the best two guards on our team. He was, one of the best shooters. Now he did struggle. He was in a shooting slump to start the season, but he found his rhythm and he was knocking down shots. He was also going to the basket. Now, one thing I hate about DeAnthony Melton is sometimes he misses a lot of layups when he's around the basket. He misses a lot of a lot of bunnies around the rim. But when he goes up strong, that's when he's at his best. And I think the Sixers definitely need to bring him back because he's been with this team for almost 2 seasons. Um, he knows how to play with Maxey. He knows how to play with Embiid, and he definitely has the chemistry. And bringing him back would definitely be a great, great boost for the Sixers because the Sixers will have, some of the better guards in the game. He's also a good defensive guard himself. I think if DeAnthony Melton was playing in the playoffs, if he was healthy enough to play in the playoffs, he definitely would have helped us in terms of, the coverages, the defensive coverages on Jalen Brunson. Now, I'm not saying that he would have locked them up, that's not what I'm saying at all, but he definitely could have alleviated some pressure off of Kelly Oubre. He could have definitely took he would have been able to take some of the defensive assignments on a Jalen Brunson or a Dante DiVincenzo or even a Josh Hart. I think DeAnthony Melton would have definitely helped us on that. And he's one of the best rebounding guards on our team as well. So these are the reasons why I think the Sixers definitely need to bring back DeAnthony Melton. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be concerned about his health, but I think with the Sixers, getting eliminated this early, I think he would definitely have enough time to heal the back injury that he was dealing with, and hopefully he would be ready to go for next year. So these are the players that I think the Sixers need to bring back. Whatever you guys think, you can leave your thoughts right down below. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button for me. If you haven't subbed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.